Hey guys, not much to say tonight. I have recorded a video. This is attempt number 5 in the past 20 minutes because of phone calls and things that I had to take care of, which, is fine. It's part of it. It's part of the being a YouTuber, I guess. Want to offer to the new people another pearl of wisdom. Always try to take care of all phone calls, all needs, anything that any possible concern during the day. Avoid night dispatch like it's the plague. Period. The end. And I'm not going to go into detail. I'm not talking about Star or Covenant specifically. I'm talking about the industry in general. It's something that I think every trucker would agree on, that you need to stay away from night dispatch. And I'm not going to go into why or give any specific examples. For those of you in the industry, if you want to tell your horror stories from night dispatch, down below, feel free. I'd love to read about it. If you want to just message me something, because you don't want it out there on the interweb, feel free to do that too. I love reading about other people's issues. Most of the time it makes mine not seem so bad. But no, seriously, it is something that you got to watch out for. So, second thing to talk about, the interview series. Alright, so I have done a couple of interviews. Now, I'm sitting in a Country Pride at a TA. I'm sitting at the bar talking to guys, which is not a bar, it's just the bar in the restaurant. They don't serve alcohol. So anyway, and talking to guys, and I actually had one guy recognize me, which was weird. It's the first time that's happened. But he's like, hey, I'll do an interview for you if you want. I'm like, alright, well, there's a couple of rules of the interview. One, be honest about things. Don't start talking about something that you don't want anybody to know. Be appropriate for children. Try to watch your language and stuff. And so we get into the interview and everything's fine, and then the language just starts flowing. So I pause it and I'm like, hey man, before we hit this next question, let me remind you about the language. There are some younger people that watch this stuff, and I want to be respectful of all viewers, so I try to keep it very PG. It's like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, well, let's redo past question or whatever. So anyway, long story short, I've got some serious editing to do before I can post those, and I've started on one of them, and the other one, it's got just about as much, but I want to put the other one up first. So I'm working on them, and it's just been a pain, and I've been exhausted. So I will get those to you. It may be a couple of months, hopefully a couple of weeks, but I will get them to you. I need somebody to start editing my stuff for me. I wish I could just send it to somebody, and they could chop it for me and send it back to me for approval, and then I could go ahead and post it. But anyway, not quite there yet with my big 20-something subscribers. Third thing I want to talk about, Wes, congratulations. You have begun the journey. Wes is somebody that I used to work with. Hadn't talked to him in 3-4 years, and he sent me a message on Facebook or on YouTube. It's like, hey man, this is Wes. I used to, I was a cook in the cafeteria at the hospital. And of course I remember him. He was, a good friend, and we just hadn't talked in a while. And he's like, man, I'm thinking about going to truck driving school, and I come across your video, one of your videos, and then I watched your whole series, and it's really cool. What else do you have for me? So he asked me several questions. We talked for a couple of hours, and I've been in touch since. That was back in December, I believe, or January, early January. So anyway, dude, if you need anything at all, have any questions, hit me up. You've got my number. Call me, text me. You can message me, but the best way to get me is just to call me. So I'm proud of you, dude. You will do fine out there. You've got a good head on your shoulders, and you're in good hands with the school that you're going to. So like I said, just hit me up if you need anything. And that goes for any of you guys, people I don't know. There's been a few of you that I have talked to, a few of my subscribers that I don't know, and I'm grateful. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys. You're the ones that I do this stuff for, so, and I enjoy it, but I like helping people out. So my little feel good, I guess. So, all right, well, that is going to wrap it up. I will get those interviews out as soon as possible, and I am supposed to get with that recruiter in the next couple of weeks. She doesn't know it yet, or not recruiter, but broker, and see what she's about and do that interview. So still some fun, cool stuff coming up, and I'm going to put up a montage video of a bunch of pictures that I've taken through the winter snows and stuff like that. So if you're on Facebook, you've already seen them, but I'm sure I'll find some nice little music to put them to, death metal or evangelical, who knows. There's a big spectrum there. Put it to Eminem. I don't know. Anyway, that's going to do it. I will catch you guys in the next one.